said he was qualified, so he whipped his ass, while he's in there. Now, the other stuff that happened, it went down the way it did, man.
I would like to wish you all the Brits to go fuck yourself.
Guys, what is going on? Welcome back to Great Talks Wrestling. Welcome back to another video, and welcome to my WWE Backlash review. I've got to say this first off, man. Puerto Rico, your fans were amazing. The energy, the passion they showed, it just shows that WWE are getting it right by going outside of America now and showing the passion of the fans from around the world. And I want to see more of that. If you're the same as me, you want to see more shows in places like Puerto Rico, going to Mexico, going to places like Australia, Asia. They're going to Saudi Arabia. I want to see them going to Europe. They're coming to the UK, but I want to see more in Europe. They deserve their shows too. The big shows need to be moved around, moved about. Outside of America is the way to go. Fans are so passionate, so loud. And you wouldn't be wrong in saying that the fans carried this show in a large portion. They were the star of this show. Maybe they even stole the show. They were so damn good. But we did have some decent matches on this show. Some quite predictable with the outcomes. And others, hey, I was having fun, enjoying the show. Let's go through it, shall we? The first match out was Bianca Belair versus Io Sky. And, yeah, you knew Bianca was not dropping the title here. Io Sky had her chance. It was a good match, don't get me wrong. Felt Damage Control ruined it for Io, though. Getting involved, it obviously teasing something, maybe even a breakup. It could happen. I don't see why not. They're not doing much else with Damage Control right now, so a breakup could be on the cards for them. As for Bianca Belair, she is confusing. She's the Raw Women's Champion and she's going to be on SmackDown, so I don't know what they're going to do with that. But we'll talk about that during the week on Raw and SmackDown, because there's a lot to talk about with what's going on with their titles right at the moment. But we'll talk about Backlash. We'll keep it all about Backlash. And Bianca Belair, decent match. Yeah, you knew she was winning. She ain't dropping a title here. What they're going to do with it, who knows? So we'll just have to wait and see, really. Because Seth Rollins versus Omos was better than it should have been. Let's have it right. Omos is having some good matches. The only problem is he's lost every single one now. Hasn't got a big win. So how can we take him seriously anymore, really? When he hasn't had a big time win. Hasn't beaten anyone. Every big match he's had, he's lost. What are they going to do with him now? Just put him in more squash matches against jobbers, and then at some point he has another match against someone. It's just not working. You need to give the guy some wins. Would it have hurt Seth Rollins to have lost here? Maybe not. Maybe giving Omos a win here against Seth Rollins does something for him. What does this do for Rollins? Gets a win, I suppose, over Omos. It's not going to boost him up anymore. It's not going to get... If he lost, he would have still been over. You'd have understood there were ways around it to keep them both strong and make Omos look more strong. Because he's looking like a jolly green giant now. Like, there's no point to him anymore. Everyone can beat him. It was a good match. I like the finish. Seth Rollins with the stomp off the top rope. That was pretty cool. But for me, Omos had a good match. You can't deny it. Triple threat match. United States Championship was good. I enjoyed that. I liked how Theory won the match. Very heelish. Wait for Bobby Lashley to hit the spear, throw him out the ring, and then roll up. Bronson Reed get the 1, 2, 3. But everyone in the match looked good. Bronson Reed had some moments where he was looking great. Austin Theory, fantastic as always. And Bobby Lashley. Just where do they go from here? Lashley's off to SmackDown, as is Austin Theory. What do they do with him now going forward is the question, really. And Bronson Reed, what do we do with him? Where does he go now after this? After a loss, taking the pin. I would have liked to see maybe Lashley taking the pin, I don't know. But it works, I suppose. Austin Theory has to be the champ, has to be walking out, really, the champion still. You can't have him dropping the title to either of these two at the moment. Bobby Lashley is not really ready for a title now. I don't put this Bobby Lashley. I prefer Bobby Lashley from a couple months or years ago when he was a heel, part of the Hurt Business. This Bobby Lashley sucks. Bronson Reed not ready at all, really. Needs more of a run, more squash matches, get him over a bit more, get him some wins, and then maybe challenge for a title down the road. The singles match, women's title, Rhea Ripley versus Zelina Vega. Good moment for Zelina Vega, I suppose. You got to look at it like that, really. When is she ever going to get a moment like this again? Never. She never would have before. They never even thought about putting her in the main event picture until now. And you knew she weren't winning the match. But what they did was really good. I enjoyed it. She was the underdog. She had to fight up against someone like Rhea Ripley, one of the best wrestlers in the world at the moment. And yeah, decent story told. Right person wins. After a bit of back and forth, a few moments where you think, oh no, Rhea might lose it here, but she didn't. She fought back, got the win, right person won, and we move on to another match that was far better than expected. Another celebrity coming in and just stealing the show, stealing the spotlight. Bad Bunny, along with people like Logan Paul, Pat McAfee, have come into this company, come into the business of professional wrestling, and have taken it seriously. Not like years gone by when celebrities have just made a joke of it. They've actually come in and he's done the training, done what's needed to be done, got in there and put on a great performance. This was fantastic from start to finish. And even though Damian Priest lost, I'm not changing my mind on that geezer. He has got world heavyweight title potential. He's got world champion written all over him. This loss doesn't hurt him. It really doesn't. We can move from this and he can go on and even challenge in that tournament and be one of the finalists, in my opinion. He should be. He should be one of the picks to becoming the next world champion. He's got the look, he can talk, he can fight. He's got everything right. What's wrong about Damian Priest in the near future being a world champion? Tell me now, but down below, please. I want to know. I love the interference. I've got to say, I'm not always a big fan of so much interference in a match, but this worked. I did pop a few times, I've got to admit. When I see Carlito, like when his music hit, I was like, I know that music. I recognise that music. And then out he comes, Afro still going, looking great, looking fantastic. He's still got it, no doubt. Gets in the ring with Rey Mysterio. Takes out the Judgment Day, who tried to get involved as well. That was fun. And then more music hits. Legend, man. One of my all-time favourites as a kid. Savio Vega in the house. That was great. A great moment. Took away from the match a bit, but filled it out, I suppose. You couldn't imagine Bad Bunny doing everything. So those guys had their moment as well, which was nice to see. People like Carlito, Savio Vega giving their moments to shine. People that definitely deserve more notoriety in what they've done in professional wrestling. You forget about those sort of people. It was nice to see them there. A good moment, and I enjoyed it. Bad Bunny getting the win, like I said, doesn't hurt anyone. Good moment, good finish to the match. Everyone's happy. And Damian Priest is going to be a star, no doubt about it. Don't worry about that. Don't think like, oh, he's lost this, they're squashing him, they're jobbing him out. Nah, man, this guy's going to be a star. Trust me, he will be a star. It didn't hurt Sami Zayn losing to Johnny Knoxville now, did it? Look at where Sami Zayn is right now. The Bloodline Tag Team match, the 6-man tag with Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Matt Riddle. Hopefully this is like the end now, because they're all going their separate ways. Riddle and Owens and Zayn are staying on Raw. The Usos and Solo are on SmackDown. And it just asks, like, you got to ask the question, really, what next for Sami Zayn? Like, he was a big component of this whole Bloodline story, and now he's out of it. He's gone, really. This was the last bit, the last moment, I believe, that we're going to see. If they are keeping this draft and making it serious, and it's not a complete waste of time, we won't see Sami Zayn and the Usos and the Bloodline crossing paths for a long time, because they'll be on separate shows. So what next for Sami Zayn? What do they do? Where's the story going now? That's the most interesting thing to me. What are they going to do with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and that lot, and the tag team titles? Where is that going? What are they doing? What story have they got next for them? Will it be as good as what he's been doing? I doubt it very much. I doubt they've got anything for him. That's my guess. They've got nothing to do. They've got nothing for him. They don't know where this is going to go. They don't know what they're going to do. Hopefully Sami and KO have got a plan. That's all we can hope for, because they've been brilliant so far. But they can't live off this Bloodline storyline anymore. They're out of that now. As for the Usos and Solo, that's interesting now. That's the story now. Where is that going? The younger brother turning on the big brothers. That's interesting. Will he do Roman's bidding if the Usos are no longer needed? And will Solo take them out? That story there is very interesting, and seeing where that goes. That's the interesting story now going forward. Anyway, the main event was fucking brilliant. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Jesus Christ. People say Brock Lesnar's not got it anymore. He's just a couple of suplexes and a couple of F5s. But my God, that was great. They beat the shit out of each other. Brock got the upper hand after a jump start from Cody. Couple of suplexes, and a few more suplexes, because he's taken us to Suplex City. And that's what he always does, and it was phenomenal. And then there was that one moment where Brock slips up, smacks his head on the exposed turnbuckle, and legitimately blood just starts pouring out. Claret absolutely everywhere. A great visual that they kept. The ref asked Brock, shall we wipe it away? He's like, no, fuck off. This looks fantastic. Let's carry on. And that's exactly what they did. It looked brilliant. Brock Lesnar absolutely pissing blood. Cody Rhodes just trying to put him away. Brock getting back up, hitting a couple of F5s. Cody kicking out. Brock putting in the Kimura lock, making Cody nearly tap. Cody reverses it. 1, 2, 3. Gets the pin. Fantastic finish to a great match. The main event was brilliant. What's wrong with this show? What complaints can you possibly have? If you do have any, put them down below now, and I will check them all out, because I want to know, because I don't have any real complaints. Not really. What's not to like about this show? Good wrestling. Bloody main event. A great crowd. Every match delivered beyond expectations. So if you've got any complaints, I want to know them now down below. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Grey Talks Wrestling. If you haven't done so already, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.